I'm just tweaking a couple of settings here real quick. Okay. Oh, maybe that'll help. We'll see. Oh, okay. All right. How's everybody doing this lovely, lovely Saturday? I'm not talking spoilers, but how many people are traumatized from Arcane? Just show of hands. I'd be very curious. All that aside, though, no details, please, because it just came out, and I know not everybody has had a chance to watch it, but the minefields of spoilers are so intense for this show. I just binged it all last night. Same with last week too, man. My God. Anyway, it's just perfection. If you are not watching Arcane, you are missing out on a masterpiece of TV and our animation in general. And heartbreak. You know, I am putting you through a lot of trauma by suggesting it, but it's fucking amazing. Anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it, man. I'm so scared for next week, man. Anyway, what's up, DJ? Hey, did they update the way this looks, or did it change my layout? It looks like it changed my layout. Oh, it's fine. We'll roll with that. Watching Arcane Season 2, and oh my, it's been great. Yes, it has been. What's up, TM? Hope all is well. I have a few show recommendations from Shrinking Shiloh. I don't know why I added an SH to Silo. But no, I've had people recommend Silo. I haven't had too many people actually recommend Shrinking, though I've seen some clips from that, from Harrison Ford promoting it and stuff like that. It looks pretty interesting. I know From and Silo, I'm pretty sure, is on our show poll list to take. I think they'll be in the running for replacing Bear, which we'll be doing in a couple of weeks, since we're almost finished with the Bear. So who knows? Who knows what will be next? In Cobra Kai news, I read somewhere that the third part comes out in February, but this may not be true. Netflix should have released part 2, part 3 together. I really want to know how it ends. They weren't going to do that. That was never the plan to begin with. Part 2, originally, I mean, it's just next year sometime. However, the funny thing is, it may come earlier, because when Season 6 Part 2 came out, at the end of it, and even on the official page, it said February 13th. It now says just coming soon. The preview for the next part even said February 13th, but that date has now been scrubbed from the internet. So people are thinking it may have been pushed up. I mean, they're done filming it. They finished filming the show months ago. Like back when I met the cast and stuff, they had already finished, and that's been 3-4 months now, something like that at this point, that they've been done. So who knows? They may put it out before the end of the year. I don't know. But I don't know. I do like that they, I do wish they could have, for the momentum's sake, I would have liked for them to have released it all at once, but I understand why they did it. Some news about S5 of The Boys. It may or may not come out in 2026. That is a time from now. And by the time it does release, I'll be 26. Oh, nice. But yeah, I think they did say it's going to be coming out in 2026. Filming starts not too far from now. I forget when they're actually planning on starting the filming for it. Or there's going to be a 4th and 5th Terrifier. If you know Art the Clown, it's going to be gory. I know of, I've never seen. Also, not really all that interested, personally. Guess what's coming soon? Season 16 of Supernatural. I cannot wait. That's a bold-faced... That can't be true. One, where? The CW isn't doing scripted shows, so who would even be doing it right now? But, I feel like I would have heard about. Not that I care, because I've seen one episode of Supernatural ever, and it wasn't even a whole episode. So I could care less personally. But I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are super excited. What's up, PGA official? It's 3 start. We did on time. What's up, the Lemon Joker? Howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. Had a little breakfast this morning, some egg sandwiches. Then took a little nap because I woke up. I don't even remember what woke me up. I went to bed at 6. Woke up at 9:30. Couldn't get back to sleep, so I just ate, and then that helped get me a little tired again. So I went back and took a nap. I woke up about an hour ago, working on some TikToks and stuff, some highlight reels for Arcane. I'm going to try to post later because I've been neglecting that. So that's what I've been doing. Hope everybody's been having a good morning, though, or evening for some of you guys. What's up, Red Storm? Actually, early for once. What's up, Luke Ponto? How are you? What to do? What's up, Felix? What's up, Christian? Hi, Michael. Hello, Christian. How are you doing? Updated. Updated your picture there. Let's see. Clicked on the chat and immediately got a non-skippable ad. Really? Well, fuck you, YouTube, right? But hey, the ads help me out, so suck it up or get premium. One of the two. What's up, that one fat cat? How you doing? Doing good. These lives happen so soon after Arcane drops. I just want to rant about it. My girlfriend hasn't seen it yet either. Ah, that sucks, man. That's the worst. And I also, like, outside of like the videos, I don't have anybody like straight up to just talk about. You know, there's like, you know, some other reactors and stuff like that, but they're also catching up as well. So like we don't all operate at the same speed, so I just can't. I know that I have to hop on the social media and promote my videos and stuff like that, and that is just asking for spoilers because you can't control what people are just gonna be throwing out there. So I just watch it all in one sitting and then edit as fast as I can. But yeah, dude, it is, I still am processing this act. I still have a lot of thoughts. There's gonna be, I feel like on these next 2 episodes, episode 5 and 6, there's gonna be a couple of editing Omni pop-ins because there's some thoughts I know I didn't include or talk about. What's the best flavor plastic? Fuck if I know. You haven't seen Arcane? Fix it! Never seen Arcane? Fix it! Yes, absolutely. Arcane is such a masterpiece. What's up, Ronan? How are you, man? How's it going? Arcane has been destroying me. What is it with Netflix video game adaptations making me very upset, to say the least? What other one fucked you up? What other video game adaptations have they done that wasn't an anime? Like, with, Castlevania, I guess. Tomb Raider. That came out, right? Yeah, that came out. What else is there? I don't know. I can't remember. Edge Runners. I did hear that one fucked a lot of people up. I never played the game, so I never checked it out. I didn't really have. I'm not a cyberpunk guy. That genre just, it icks me out a little bit. I don't like body modification. It just weirds me out. And I know there's a lot of that in Arcane, but for some reason Arcane, and maybe it's the art style, it doesn't fuck with that part of my brain. Unlike any animated series I've ever seen. It's also the most expensive animated series ever made too, which is wild to think. And you can tell, dude, it is beautiful. I haven't seen anything that looks this good. The closest is Into the Spider-Verse, and I think this might even be better in a lot of ways. Opinion on Owl House and favorite character so far. Also watch Gravity Falls. If you follow some of my other discussions, or I can't remember, I may have said it on the community tab as well, but Gravity Falls is the show I'm going to be doing next once we finish the Owl House, so don't worry about that one. 1 out of 10, how traumatized am I from Arcane at the moment? I would say after the end of Act 2, I might be a little, it definitely exceeds the scale. I would dare say 11, maybe even higher. For these past 2 episodes of Arcane, we're spoiled fans. Animation, writing, music, acting, fucking all of it. Silo just premiered its 2nd season this week. Nice. I saw a promotional for it when I was watching something. I don't remember what it was, but I got like an ad for it. And yeah, I have no fucking clue what's going on. But I got an ad for it. What's up, Assassin? Have you heard about the Has-Been Hotel Season 2 Huge League? Yes, a lot of people have let me know, and anybody that has mentioned it, or at least shown anything, has been blocked. Like I mentioned last week, I did see concept art for something. It's a spoiler for sure, but it wasn't one that I'm like, damn it. Like, it didn't ruin anything, thankfully, but I've heard there's some pretty big ones out there, so if anybody even slightly mentions it, I will ban you. So, yeah, no. Arcane just performed heart surgery on me, put a full heart in, and then tore it right out. Yes, they did, dude. That was evil. Evil is all I'll say. The Penguin finale was phenomenal. It's my favorite show of the year. I thought it was pretty solid. The show overall was really, really good. I still don't think it's the best DC show that's been made, but it's good television. It's really, really good. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 as far as like favorites and stuff like that, but it's still pretty damn solid. The Doctor Who Christmas episode comes out soon. Yeah, they haven't put out a trailer. They put out a first look preview scene thing. I refuse to watch those. Like, when are we getting the trailer, or are we? But either way, I'll be watching it. I'm excited for what they're gonna do there. What's up, Cole? Everyone's been calling Joker 2 like Joker full of doo-doo. I have never heard any. You're the first person I've heard actually call it that. But I think it's more like Joker 2 Pump Chump. Get it? I mean... Oh, okay. I was like, wait, hold on. What am I missing? What is the context? And it took me a second. I know what you're, yeah, okay. That also, it also qualifies. Hand motion now has emotional weight from now on. Oh, yes, it does. The 2 finger. Anyway. Hope your week's been better than mine. It's been a pretty rough week. I mean, not like tragic or emotional or anything like that. I haven't had any incidents like that, but like, I've had to work a lot of overtime at work this week because, you know, one guy, we have a really small team to begin with, but we had one guy who was out all week on vacation, and then Monday, one of the other guys that was supposed to be helping me all week, the other senior guy, because one of our senior guys is out all week. He's on vacation. The other senior guy, the one, you know, the backup for who I would have gone to help for if I needed it, because I'm still until this recent addition, I was the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to seniority. So like, he called out all week but Friday. And and Monday, it was just me. And then after Monday, it was me and the newbie for the rest of the week. Thankfully, it wasn't that busy, but I had to cover all of his shifts. The guy that called in sick. So it was not fun on that front. So that did not help with everything else I had going on, but I survived it all. I hope your week, though, gets better. Your weekend, at least, fulfills a little bit of relaxation for you. And yeah, man. That Superman Lois episode got me. It was so well done. Seeing it in Clark's eyes, how his Superman identity made him miss out a lot. Gosh, the show was so good. Yes. That was some god tier fucking Superman television right there, man. Yes, it is. Yeah, I that whole sequence at the diner was fucking fantastic. Despite the massive budget cuts for this final season, they've been making up for it with some goddamn good writing and just simple camera work. The way that whole scene was shot was gorgeous, and just the actors carry so much of the weight of the show. Like, even just the simple act of like contemplating putting his glasses back on, there was so much thought in that, because it's just so good. Ads are annoying. Paid the £13 to skip them. Makes YouTube much more exciting to watch, especially Omni's reactions. I appreciate that. And yeah, the YouTube Premium, I get it. Not everybody can fork out that change, and with all the subscriptions out there in the world, paying for a $10 convenience like that is not going to work for everybody. But I've just had it for, as long as I've really been, not since I've had YouTube, but like, I've had it for a long ass time, man, like 10 years, whenever they even started it. But I only got it because it allowed me on I didn't even get it for the ads. I got it purely because if you have iOS, you can't play videos unless the app is open without premium. So I can't like lock my phone, put it in my pocket, and listen to a video unless I had premium. So I was like, well, shit. So it was like a little twofold for me. Hope your week's better than mine. That might have been a repost, or maybe you redacted the last one and then reposted it. Either or, that's fine. All jokes aside, I've been thinking if you've said your all-time favorite Has Been Hotel and A Hell of a Boss episodes. I don't remember. My favorite Has Been Hotel episode is Dad Beat Dad. And my favorite Hell of a Boss episode right now is I think it's still shit. I'm blanking on the name of it right now. Episode 7. Mammon's Magnificent whatever the hell. I think that's my favorite episode. That or Oops. Either one of those. I think those two, depending on my mood, those two can change. Got my replica of the 14th Dr. Screwdriver today. What's your favorite Sonic design? I think my favorite Sonic design was Matt Smith's, the 11. This one. I think this one's my favorite. Just cause, I don't know, I like the functionality of it and the design in general and all that. I favored Tenants for a long time, but this one eventually won me over. I do like the 14th though, but I've had no luck in being able to get it. Can I just say, Jace looks good. Hey man, I'm a straight guy, and I'm like, God damn, this rugged motherfucker looking good out here. Jesus. Yeah, dude. All things considered, he's got the lumberjack thing going on at the moment. Nick Collins, hope your week has been good and not too eventful. Also, loving the updated chat boxes. Looks pretty rad. I'm able to see. I didn't even choose that. I know it was an option before. Maybe they forced it on me, or their settings got fucked up. Anyway, also loving the updated chat boxes. Looks pretty rad. I'm able to catch the stream today as I lost the job I had. Are you serious? I'm so sorry, man. That sucks. Partly my own fault, because also not entirely. I know that's kind of a cheap excuse, but I also have been very stressed last month, this month, partly due to bills, partly due to my own having crisis about death. Don't worry, I won't go into that. And depressed chat. Also down to having to move out, which still not managed to do. Haven't asked yet. A property management person, if the receivers who are the possession of the flat do the landlord fuck up, is extended in the past of the tenancy date, as I have no idea how much longer we might be needed. So yeah, so on the house front, genuinely might have to let our cat go if we're going to find a new place. Lots of stress. Positive advice from everyone would be greatly appreciated. Well, you'll definitely get that from me, man. And we can hopefully distract you from all of the chaos of all that going on, man. Because that, yeah, stress That's the twofold problem, you know, with that. Like when you get like depression, stress, and anything like that, how it can cripple so much of your day, and then it becomes a twofold problem. Like it's like, you know, it's hard to focus on your job. It's hard to be efficient. It's hard to get into a headspace that makes it like viable for you to even be there without making it worse. But then if you're not, then you can't, then it's just causing problems for all the other stuff. It's like a cycle that feeds itself. And I've been there, man. I've been there. I understand that feeling all too much. And hopefully we can be a little bit of a distraction for you, at least for the time being. And I really do hope that everything gets better eventually for you guys. Thought the Penguins finale was devastating. Arcane Act 2 was a million times worse for my psyche. Riot really trying to destroy us out there. Yeah. I gotta agree with that. For real. More depression here. My cat was suffering from lymphoma and had to put him down to sleep a few days ago. And fuck, man. That sucks. Like, and I know, like, you guys helped get me through Poppy's loss, you know, when we had to put her down, you know, at the start of the year. You know, that was real rough. That was evidence in a couple of my Ted Lasso videos, just fucking losing it. I was destabilized after all of that. And it was like a cancerous tumor that she had. So if it should go out without saying, but fuck cancer, man. Fuck it in every form. I'm sorry that you have to go through that right now, man. In the Doctor Who episode, The Giggle, the end of it, we see a female hand with a red nail polish picking up the gold tooth. I believe it is Missy, the female version of the Master. If this is true, we'll see. I don't think it will be. I don't foresee that as a possibility. I forgot who I even thought it might be. I lost track of my theories at this point because it feels like so long ago. But I don't think it. I don't know how it would be Missy, to be fair, but who knows? Timey-wimey shenanigans, you know. He's a black cat named Oscar. We have two kittens that are, well, one's solid black and one's got like a little tiny white patch like right under his neck that we call him Bib, because it kind of looks like he's got a little bib on. But it's like not like white, but it's like a pale gray. The other one's just solid black. They were part of that batch we rescued from under the neighbor's house, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the last two that I have left from that litter. Really love your Superman and Lois episode 8 and the Penguin finale reactions. Your analysis are amazing. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to think about things. I can already think of everybody looking at me like Imp looking at the fourth wall over my 2-pump jump joke. Fair enough. I don't know how to react to that one. What's up, JC? How are you doing? Have seen this show. It was a Cartoon Network show called Mad TV, and oh boy, it was crazy. Wait, was Mad TV on Cartoon Network? I thought wasn't that originally on MTV? Is that still even on? Do they still make Mad TV? I remember reading Mad Magazine. I had watched Mad TV a time or two back in my day when it first started, but I never really got too deep into it. Which live action project for the MCU are you excited about? Daredevil Born Again? That one. That's it. Nothing they have planned beats or tops Daredevil Born Again. That's all I gotta say. I wonder, do you think Oswald felt guilty for his brother's deaths? Honestly, no, because I think his justification, if you even want to buy into what he says, you know, because how much truth is there in what he's saying, you know? Like, I do believe that he believes it was for his benefit at the end. He didn't cry, he didn't weep, whatever. I don't think so at the end of the day. I think their deaths were an ends to a means, and in his mind, a justification for helping his mother's life be better and easier in his own roundabout sick-ass way. So, in long story short, probably not. I doubt it. Super excited to see what's in store for Wednesday series 2, especially since they've added Lady Gaga to the mix. I'm excited for that. I thought Percy's death was the most traumatizing scene up until whatever happened on Arcane. I mean, the Percy one hit still pretty hard, because Matt Mercer hit us with those sick-ass vocals with him singing that song there at the end. But for that, I don't know. At least with that, I know that that world facilitates the ability for people to come back. So I was holding on to that hope. Or as for these other shows that we've been talking about, there is not always, well, not always, there doesn't seem to be such a possibility. Are you going to watch Wicked next week? Yes, 100%. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be, especially since with Cobra Kai out of the way and whatnot, I should have a little bit more time to get out of the house. I'm trying to not take on too much in the next couple of, at least until the new year. So I'm gonna try to slow down a little bit. Like new stuff, I'll still check, but I'm gonna try to slow down on the everything else for the time being. But yes, Wicked, I'm so excited for. We might need, read that one. Glad you haven't looked at the sneak peek for Doctor Who. I'm doing my best to avoid it. Kate's return in 73 yards was a great surprise as a result. Yes. So did they show that scene as like a sneak peek? That's mean. Why would you do that? What's up, mercenary? Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ronan. Oh my god, it's that TikToker, Busy Brown. Who the fuck is this guy? What's up, my guy? Who are you? Who's this guy? Who's this fucking TikTok guy? What is the TikToks? Huh? What is that? No pictures. No pictures, please. You fucker. What's up, buddy? How are you guys doing? Let's see. Where did I leave off? As good as Penguin was, I think I still prefer Peacemaker, Batman the Animated Series, and the animated Harley Quinn series over it. I mean, like I said, in my mind, there's always a difference in best or, versus favorite or whatever, well made. Like, what's the better, more consistent, better put together product versus what one I enjoy the most, Always going to put those aside. And I acknowledge, I still don't even think the Penguin is the best. Like, when you're looking at all the other technical elements to it and the story, the writing, the performances, all that. I still wouldn't even put it at the top. I personally, I think Sandman nails all of that so much better. And even The Watchmen might even outrank it in my mind. But my favorite, like, it's still, I don't even know. I'd still have to put it up there with the Sandman, Arrow. For all its faults, man, it's going to be next to impossible for any show to dethrone Arrow, and even through all of its faults, The Flash, because it's way more impactful. It's made way much more of an impact for me. And obviously, Batman the Animated Series is the GOATest of all time when it comes to DC animated shows, and just DC in general, man. No, that episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got me as well. Gosh, when Mac and Daisy hug, that was some good acting. Yes, it was. It was just, that whole scene was so fucking touching, man. And I don't know if I'm going to open the next episode with a little rant, because I know some people got on to me about the whole Daisy thing, and I'm just going to say it. If what they're saying turns out to be true, or if anyway, I guess it is mildly a spoiler, but you could also view it as like my interpretation of the final moments of the scene. If that's what happens, I'm just gonna say they didn't set that up at all, or well, at least. So that might be the first moment I'd say in the writing. Somebody at least backed me up in saying that even what's her name? What's Daisy's actress's name? That she even complained about that in an interview. So at least we're on the same page there. Have they confirmed any more show or movie league projects? They're setting up too much to deal with in 3 episodes of Arcane. As far as specifics, what's next? No, they did say this won't be the end of this universe, but just the end of this story in Arcane. So, I don't know. Maybe the Black Rose plot could be a backdoor pilot to something, but that still feels like that's a main part of what's going on. I don't know how you rectify that or clear that up in one final act, since they've really just kind of been on the outskirts of all of this. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's the only thing I can think of. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else we have at the moment to branch out to. There hasn't been... That's been the only thing that kind of smells like it could be a potential backdoor pilot. But outside of that, it just feels too ingrained with what's going on right now. So I don't know. I have no idea. But nothing's been confirmed yet. Apologies for unloading and venting my current stress to you in the chat. On a lighter note, how are the cats and kittens? They're all doing very well. All doing the little annoying little bastards, but they're all doing well. But hey, sometimes you just vent. You got a place to talk it out, and it's all good, man. All good. Chloe Bennett, thank you, Westerosi. Don't apologize. Everything's all fine and dandy here. Remember the sex worker who was close to Oz? I don't think you even remembered her name. Wasn't it like, what was it, Eve or something? I don't fucking know. I don't remember her name. Penguin. Oh, okay, thank you. It was Eve. Yeah, I know when in the moment, yeah, I didn't remember her name at all. Especially by the end of it. Yeah, I don't remember her whatsoever. But good God, that ending, oof. They kind of have to do Noxus now after Piltover. I'm too invested in their politics at the moment. That could be an avenue. Open up that door to what's actually going on in Noxus, or maybe like a backstory, what led up to this, exploring what led to that event between her and the Black Rose and Center here, or maybe however they resolve that, whatever power vacuum is left, you know, that could be what we follow moving forward. But I don't know, man. Who knows? All I ask for is that eventually any of these shows bring us to my girl, Leona. That's all I want. Omni, were you surprised to find out that Superman is Clark Kent? Dude, it fucking blew my mind. How did I ever miss that, man? How did I ever miss that? Anyway, no. Good one. Well, this is an age-old question I've answered quite a few times, and it is still the same, I think, since the start. Who's my favorite Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. character? Mr. Fitz. Fitz. All day, every day. Fitz. I think I know who Tom Cavanaugh may be playing. It's not the Reverse Flash, it might be Brainiac. I've heard a lot of people saying that. I've also seen some things that say that might be disproven. So, who knows? If it being Reverse Flash, I would highly doubt. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We just gotta see. Whoever it is, we got 3 episodes to go. They haven't set the character up, so they're just gonna pop in. He could be the guy. Oh, he might be the guy that's been building his machines. I mean, which very, very well could be Brainiac, I guess. The guy that he keeps being like, hey, give this design to what's his face, Miles or something like that. Which I think actually is an alias of Brainiac, if I remember right. So it may actually be Brainiac. Milton. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, it's Brainiac. It's 100% Brainiac. Yeah, it's Brainiac. Never mind. Fuck what I said. It's definitely Brainiac. But I don't know why you would introduce it. Maybe it's just a little Easter egg. Because it'd be really weird to introduce him in the final 3 episodes, and have him be a big deal. But who knows? Favorite Arcane character? damn, man. That's probably Jinx at this point. You know, it was very all over the place last season. I think Victor was probably my favorite last season, and he's still pretty high up on the list right now, but God, the character work they've done with Jinx this season so far has been fucking phenomenal. I'm excited for Skeleton Crew and Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos, I did finally watch the trailer on my own time, and it looks wicked sick and fun. Dude, I am ready for that. That looks so... It looks really clean, it looks real fun, and the characters, it's got me hooked. Skeleton Crew, I'm not gonna lie, the trailers are not doing it a lot of justice for me. I'm still gonna check it out. Sorry, that was a weird ass little burp right there. But yeah, I don't know. The vibe just feels so off for Skeleton Crew. But I want to check it out at least because I know Jaleel White's in there. So I know he's in the show somewhere. So when I talked to him about it, it was already confirmed by that point, but he talked about it when I met him. And yeah, I want to watch it at least for that. And I'm always down for doing something funky with Star Wars. And the trailers aren't always indicative of the final product. But we'll see. I'll give it its shot like I give everything else. By the way, it must be absolute credit to Lauren LaFranc, the showrunner for The Penguin. 100%. Like, I feel like nobody is giving her credit at all for the work she put into this show. But yeah, I know I didn't mention any of it. I don't even think I mentioned Matt Reeves for that much. But like, I just spent a lot of my time just talking on the show itself. But yeah, a lot of credit needs to go their way for all the work that went into making the show what it even is. Every time I see an image of the Griffith Observatory, I cannot unsee it without remembering the beginning of an unlikely friendship in one of my favorite all-time favorites, Seen Stars. Great episode, man. Great. All things considered. What I don't even remember. Like, why is that funny? Like, what did I do? What did I do? Or do I just keep saying it? Why'd you call me out, Ronan? I need to know. Hello there. It's Morbin time. Welcome, Sketch. I'm sorry, Omni. When you watch the next Cobra Kai episode? I've already seen it all. I've watched it weeks ago. I just have to edit everything. So yeah, no. I've already seen all of it. Sometime next year, I'm going to go to New Orleans for a family trip. I have not been to New Orleans since I was 8. I have never been. I want to go one of these days. Are you going to buy the U2's Hell of a Boss plushies? I think I'm going to pass on them. I'm not in love with the design for the plushies that they put out for that. Oh, because y'all were talking about Jace being attractive or cute or whatever. It definitely wasn't cute, but he was rugged as all hell, man. All things considered, you know. Hey, I can acknowledge when another dude looks good. I'm still waiting on... Man, I'm still waiting on the other figures that I ordered. My Fizzes still haven't arrived. And I just got my backup Stolas that I had, like, that I ordered, like, months ago. I think the Fizz is the only one I'm still waiting on. And I don't think the other batch, like the Sins, like Ozzy, Mammon, and B, I don't think those come out until next year anyway. So that's fine. But I'm still fucking waiting on my Fizz and Robo Fizz, dude. I hope I get them before the end of the month because Alex is going to be at Columbus and I want to have him sign one of them. So, those fuckers better show up. What's the next movie list? Next movie on your list to react to? Always enjoy your reaction videos. The Wild Robot is the next one I plan on recording. I have Nimona locked and loaded. I just wasn't able to get it out this week. That was the one that won our movie poll. And had things not been so crazy this week, I was gonna try to get it out yesterday, but it wasn't working. So it's gonna be, Nimona is gonna be next Friday, and the Wild Robot will probably close out this month. So, who would win in a fight, John Kreese or Chosen? Right now, I would have to give it all to Chosen. I think Chosen would wipe the floor with Kreese at this point. And even in their primes, I would probably still say Chosen, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Westerosi? Spy vs. Spy on Mad TV was elite. Spy vs. Spy was classic. Agreed. Wait till FF, Omni. If the stars line up, they go something special with that film. Though DD, I get it. Hey, I'll be fair. I'll be honest, man. The Fantastic Four, I have never gave two shits about. To be fair, in their defense, if you weren't Spider-Man and if you weren't the X-Men, I didn't give a shit about any Marvel characters until the MCU. I could care less about Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, any of them. I didn't care. I didn't like any of them. I didn't like any of the character versions of them I saw in cartoons. I didn't like any of the versions of them I saw in games. Yeah, I never cared for them until the MCU did their take on everything. So Daredevil included. And yeah, so who knows? Maybe this will be the one that brings me on board. I mean, I felt like the movie, and the movies were fine. Well, Rise of the Silver Surfer was kind of trash, but the first one was enjoyable. It's fine. I never loved a lot of it. But yeah, we'll see. Holding out that hope, man. Could I request sometime in the future that you do Lucifer as your next TV series to react to? I don't make those decisions. That's not a request. I don't make those decisions. That is decided upon by the poll. What do you think about Squid Game Season 2? Hey man, I saw the teaser. It looks fucking insane. I didn't watch they did like an official trailer not too long ago. Haven't watched that. But it looks insane from the little glimpses that we've got. I dare not look into that show too much because going in completely blind with the last season served me so well. I'm excited. Lady Gaga is going to be in Wednesday Season 2. That's what they're saying. That's what is being said. So I'm down for that, man. Dude, she was like iconic as all hell in the hotel in American Horror Story Hotel. I like her just as an actress and a songwriter. So like she's like a modern day Cher in my eyes. And you guys, I would hope you guys know by now my love and infatuation with Cher. I even have a Cher pop now that I on my lineup down there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see how she goes in that. How do you think Lex is going to spend Clark's identity reveal in the final 3 episodes of Superman Lois? I don't know. I mean, they did this to take that away from him because that's what he was weaponizing against them, was the fact that he knew, and he knew that would fuck with their family. But now they took that away from him, so I'm not sure how he can continue to weaponize their identity without making himself out to be. Well, no, that makes it easier for him to hide behind things because I'm sure Superman's made a lot of enemies over the years, but I don't know. No idea, man. And finally caught up to when Busy actually entered the chat. Oz is the ultimate salesman. Always has a speech to sell someone on something. Dude is like a fucking psychopathic version of Saul Goodman. Like the like, you know, like he can spin a narrative. You hit the nail on the head, man. He is a phenomenal salesman. What I meant about Kate's return is I avoided looking at anything that might have been spoilers, so I didn't know that Kate was returning. Had no idea who was in the cast. Oh, okay, I see. I couldn't remember if she was shown in the trailer or not. I think it was, I don't know if she was confirmed to be in the season, but it was confirmed that there was like a unit show in the works or something at one point. Or maybe that was also a rumor, because I haven't heard anything about it since. But they keep setting up a lot of stuff when it comes to like the unit side of things. So who knows, dude? But man, looking forward to the live on Monday. Me too, dude. We're gonna have some stuff to talk about. I mean, my videos won't be out yet. By that time, I don't think my finale will be out until Tuesday, right? Hold on. What did I do? Yeah, I think that's right. If my math's right, I think that's right. But it's fine. I want to talk about it. What do you think about Cynthia Erivo, Wicked Witch and Wicked, saying the fan-edited version of the poster was offensive towards her? Definitely felt like an overreaction to me. She even came out and admitted that she was definitely in her feels and probably didn't need to say that. Because, let's be real, she wasn't the only one edited in that photo, you know? So, like, it was not a slight against her in any way, shape, or form. Had it been framed completely differently, I could see how you get there, but I think that, obviously, with the way social media and everything has worked in the past, I could understand misinterpreting that, but I do feel like it was a drastic overreaction, and she did come out after the fact apologizing for that, you know? Like, so, yeah, no, that was, like, it definitely seemed like that shit blew up, you know? What if I told you Chera being your least favorite other than Unhappy Campers is like saying X-Men Apocalypse is worse than Dark Phoenix? I would say that's interesting opinion to have, and I disagree. Because Unhappy Campers is just generally speaking, even with the writing, better than Chera. At least in my mind. Like, they're not even comparable. Look, it's Omni. Sandman is unique, especially the surprise episodes they dropped. That's the first time I had even seen anything like that happen, when season 1 got bonus episodes. What, like 2-3 weeks after the season ended? They're like, here's 2 more episodes. Fun, right? And they were some damn good episodes, too. Oh my god, the cat one, and then the one with the abusive relationship. Whew, so good. So you dropped some tears to episodes in a row with Max scenes. Now you can't deny he is big because of his big heart. Yeah, dude, Mac he has won me over, because I know he was on my shit list for a while because of how he was reacting towards Coulson and the rest of the team and stuff like that for a while, but you know, he's 100% come around, and yeah, dude, if anything bad happens to me, it will tear me up for sure. It isn't Omni. Love your vids this week. Thank you. Hope we see Fantastic Four trailer next month. Who knows? I think The Penguin is the best show I've seen this year. It's definitely up there. I don't know if I would. I don't know, man. There's been some really good shows this year. It's definitely pretty high up on there. I just like while it is great in what it's doing, it's also not exactly groundbreaking in what it's doing, as what I think I'll say. Like, there's some other shows that I think that have come out that have had a more creative spin on certain things, like where this is just kind of The Sopranos, or, you know, that kind of thing with a DC paint on it. Well done in every aspect, you know, even if there are some really interesting contrivances that have happened throughout it. But it's okay, it's fine. But I don't know. I think there's some other shows that I may have enjoyed more, but I'd have to ponder that a little bit. How do you feel about you know who as president? I am not going to get into that here. We don't talk about that shit here. That's how I feel. Anyway, the the Penguin. Speaking of that, anybody else get the thing that they're setting up Mayor Penguin? That'll be interesting. We're going to be getting potentially Mayor Penguin in the Batman Part 2, and potentially, well, not even potentially, it seems to be, from what we've seen, we're going to be getting Mayor Fisk. We're getting 2 mayors, villain mayors, in 2 different shows on both sides of the fence in the near future. Penguin is up there for me, man. With Shogun, see, there's stuff like that, man. Shogun, 97, Fallout, Cape Crusader, Has Been Hotel, Arcane. There's been some fucking bangers this year, dude. I made a list too, because I was trying to think about this, and I know there's Terminator Zero was majorly slept on, and that was so fucking good in and of itself. Oh yeah, and then there was just a vanity pick for me from that 90s show. But I can admit that doesn't logistically actually break the rankings. I just really enjoyed it. It was Eve. What's up, Patrick? How you doing? High five, mate. All the smart people all smart people love Fitz. Because smart people love themselves. And I love a smart person. I don't know what I'm fucking saying. I like Fitz. The jacket, though. I swear. I'm pretty confident about my theory about the handling of the main cast, but still, you never know. I have a theory that the title of Fantastic Four First Steps is a reference to Reed's son, Franklin Richards, taking his first steps as a hero, and he's the reason how the FF make it into the MCU. That would be fucking wild. Dude, Franklin Richards, just in general, will be a major shakeup to the universe, man. He's fucking insane. Obviously, if that is the true, he'd be very young, thankfully. But as his powers matured, dude, he is ridiculous. But yeah, it could be that. It could be their first steps into the multiverse, their first steps in the MCU, who knows? There's a lot of ways you could kind of read into that. What's up, Ginger? How are you? Out of every party I've seen all 7 rings, I better join all the hellhounds and furries in the gluttony ring because Queen Bee's got the most lit mansion, just saying. Yeah, if I had to hang out with any of the Sens, it would, I don't know, man. Like in their own little domain, like their place of business and activity, it would probably be her place. Just the casual, fun bop and music and the party and just the people. Seems like a very relaxed place. And she's not going to let you get destructive, which is nice. You know, Ozzy's is a little, hey man, I love my freak flag. I fly out when needed, but I'm fine not going to Ozzy's little club, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you would define that as. Like, if it was just hanging out with Oz and Fizz or something simple like that, but actually going to their club, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. Mammon can fuck off. I don't know, though. That whole, like, competition was pretty fire. But it's also a money sink and a scam, so fuck Mammon. That's all the ones we've met so far, so yeah. B. I'll side with you on B there. Are you curious how the DC logo will be like at the beginning of each show and movie, like how the MCU does their logo? I am kind of curious about it, but guess we'll find out soon with Creature Commandos. Most of my Twitter is people demanding Arcane back in their Fortnite item shop. It's funny to see more people talking about that than the new collabs Fortnite is doing right now. I don't even know what ones they are doing at the moment. But I don't really play Fortnite anymore. Not really that much. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I played. It's been a while. These shoes, F on Sperry X Star Wars, they were $75. I paid $233. I mean, that sounds like a really fucking good deal. I don't know what you said. I'm not familiar with those words other than Star Wars and shoes and the money. But yeah, good deal. Hex side detention is creepy. If I was a student, I would skip every day. And then they'd probably hunt you down. For all you know, they probably send those fucking enforcers after your ass. Soldiers that become heroes do hire a team in Bad Batch. Yes. Well, I'll be watching Percy Jackson Season 2 in 2025. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first season. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching it. I don't know how I'm going to watch Creature Commandos. I don't have HBO or Max. Whatever it's called, I don't have that in the UK. Also heard nothing on any other UK channels or streaming services. They need to fix that shit, man. They really need to get that shit fucking ironed out. Have watched Dead Silence. It's creepy as fuck. I don't know if I've seen it or if I've seen like a video essay on it. That sounds familiar. Which one is this? No, I haven't watched it myself. This isn't what I was thinking of. I haven't seen this, and I don't think I've seen a video on it either. So yeah, I'll just say I'm unfamiliar with it. I recognize the poster and the cover art, but I've never actually seen it. Hadn't heard anything about Neil Gaiman since we all first discussed it a couple months ago. 2 of the allegations have now increased to 5 accusing him. Hate to say it, but there might be something to this. Obviously innocent until proven guilty, but there's no smoke without fire, and there seems to be some increasing amounts of smoke. Yeah, dude. It is what it is, man. It sucks. I hope, for all their sakes, like, if this turns out to be true, man, I hope they get what they deserve in the end. It just sucks, man, when somebody like that, this creative that has definitely been like held on this pedestal for so long, and then this shit just fucking, if not by their own actions or what they turn into or what is revealed later, like it's just like a common trend at this point. Not even, well, okay, it's not that common, but 2 major, huge fantasy writers have taken a really interesting turn in the years. And one is just public about it, and this other stuff is just leaking out. So it's hard to tell, you know, with all of this stuff. Like obviously these cases should be taken very seriously, but I just always am like, okay, well, I'll let the courts figure things out, sift through the evidence, and make their decision, because when it comes to celebrities, you also never really know what gets misconstrued, what kind of relationships they have or don't have, or how many people might just be trying to, like, you know, oh, this is my chance. You know, if they could win the court case or something like that, they can get something out of it. I'm not saying that's the case at all, but it has happened. But yeah, like you said, it's just one more. Like, it just keeps coming. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's getting sketchier and sketchier the more it evolves, the more that comes out about it all. But we'll see what happens. Like, for me, like, does that, like, hamper my enjoyment of Sandman or Good Omens or anything about that? Not really, because I think a great thing I'll point to, which is funny enough, from Rings of Power, was their discussion about the use of the rings. You know, does the sins of the creator outweigh the good done by what they created, or the good that can come from the creation of the, like, just because the person that made them is a piece of shit, all the good, does that mean that all the good that exists in their works and all the good that can continue to come from them, whether it be the lessons or what they can be used to do, like, or inspire or empower, should that just be thrown away? I don't agree. I don't side with that. I'm very much so on the side of, you know, separating the art from the artist. So yeah, so I'm still looking forward to Sandman season 2. I'm still gonna watch it, because he's not the only one involved in the show. You know, that's another thing too. Like, I know with the Good Omens thing, they just kind of shot that show out of existence, but that's a lot of people that now have lost their jobs and aren't, you know, it's just what they were planning on doing is just unravel. Like, there's more people, you know, that are involved in these projects than just the person that created it. You know, eventually it leaves their hands, even if, you know, he obviously would still be making a profit on it and stuff like that. Like, there's still that. You're never going to detach away from that, but there's so many other people entangled in it. It's just one of those things that, from the little bit I know about, like, The Good Place, which is very little, it's just like, in today's world, it's very next to impossible to make a wholly moral decision, because of there's these fucking webs that you don't even see sometimes, you know? And I don't know. Anyway, that's just a long-winded way to say, like, you know, that sucks. I hope people get their justice. Fuck him if it all turns out to be true. The stories, though, I'm still going to enjoy the stories. The stories are separate, and once they're out into the world, they're ours, you know? And we can take that and run with it however we want, you know? Anyway, that's my personal opinion. I know not everybody agrees with that, but that's how I feel. Let's see. I won't be joining the live stream because I have my cousin's event to go to see you next Saturday if my schedule isn't too busy. Well, thank you for hopping in to let me know. I hope you have fun all the same, and we'll see you next week. Leona and Diana's story might be too tragic for me to handle, but if Pantheon's there, I might be able to deal with. Also, I'm curious how they'll continue the Boys universe in Gen V after the Boys ends. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm very curious about that too, because they're also talking about other spin-offs in general. You know, because there's the Boys Mexico, and there's a couple other things they have picking up. So we're not going to be out of that universe even when the Boys ends. And I'm wondering what that's going to look and feel like. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't delved all that deeply into Leona and Diana's backstory. But yes, it's going to be, if they did dive into that, it would be pretty fucked. But I imagine, but yeah. No spoilers on Cobra Kai, but that last episode was insane. That's all I'll say. Oh yeah, there was really, it was that, after that moment, there was real hard to like pull my thoughts together. So I don't know if I'm going to have to re-record my entire post discussion or just interject a lot or just Frankenstein my thoughts into like some kind of cohesion. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like editing my thoughts on that episode is going to be real rough. Have I seen Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes? I have not. I'm not, but it has come up a lot. Well, the game Atomics, considering Amazon basically dropped him, calls a one-off episode for season 3. I'm surprised Netflix haven't made some sort of statement regarding his future with the Sandman. Probably because they're probably more in line with what I was thinking. Otherwise, I don't really know. I don't know. They've literally gone dark on the whole situation. There hasn't been a single comment, mention, or whatever. So I would presume they are still going to just proceed as planned. But who knows? It's just, that's the thing, man. It's just like such a loss. Because like with Good Omens specifically, that's like a pocket in a story that I know resonates with a lot of people that are not seen as it is. And for something so beloved like that to be taken away because of that sucks. It's just a one little bit piece of trying to find yourself out there in the world, being represented and whatnot, and having something like that taken away, just because there's already so little of it to begin with. It's just rough, man. Again, I'm not saying that makes any light of the accusations themselves, but I feel like those, I still feel like those should be separate, you know? They could have hired literally anybody to replace his role. Again, obviously you can't unweave him completely. It is his IP. He does own it. So he's going to reap the benefits in one way, shape, or form. That's going to happen regardless. But I feel like there's like a, if he gets fucking punished in the court, that's going to happen. There's no avoiding that. So like, as far as this goes, man, like it just feels like we're just, all we're really doing in the end is hurting the people that enjoy the property. They could have had anybody come in and fulfill that order, you know? I don't know. It's a complicated situation all the same. And that's just how I feel right now. That could change in the future or any other moment, but that's just my point of view on it. Because some people need that shit, man. You have a Cher Funko Pop? That's pretty awesome. Love a bit of Cher. Yeah. Her concert, the last, well, I mean, I don't, still one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to was her 2000s farewell tour. And it was like Cirque du Soleil with her like at its center. It was a pretty wild show. Wild show. One-off episode in season 3 of Good Omens. I know what you meant. It's going to be basically a movie, an extended episode, but it's just going to be one episode to wrap everything up. I don't know. I've only seen the first 3 episodes, so I don't know what's happened since then, quite obviously. But I know they're going to try to, instead of doing a full season, it's just going to be one movie-length episode, and that's it. Which hero would make you mad if they're not in Doomsday? Spider-Man. If Unit Show is coming, I want a new season of Torchwood. Well, that, I mean, you won't get John Barrowman. So I guess I don't know how many people feel this way, because I've never really asked or paid attention to it all that much, but I know I've mentioned it a time or two. I did not. I watched Torchwood 3 times, and it all is just a fucking blur. I did not like it, personally. At least when I watched it. Can't wait for the best Star Wars show to premiere and/or season 2 in April. I can't wait either, man. I can't wait. Anyone wanting a new Torchwood show will have to have it without Barrowman. Like I said, yes. He's come out and said he's basically been blacklisted by the BBC. Yup. For all the, well, alleged sexual, what do you want to call it? essay advances. Or whatever crap he gets into. Which he denounces, he denies, but obviously there's a lot of uncomfortability apparently behind the scenes with working with him on multiple fronts. So, probably won't ever happen in that form. Justice League or Avengers? Justice League. All day, every day. If you told me DC or Marvel, DC. Like, DC trumps Marvel in every aspect in my head. Obviously, not in films. But, like, if we're talking about the characters in the world, like, I'm a DC guy. That's it. It ends right there. I love Marvel, but it doesn't hold a candle to DC in my brain. Feel conflicted. I kind of have the hots for Jinx and Vi. Just me? Nah. No, not just you. Like, I get it. I get it. Let's see. An opinion is only an opinion until it's proven true. I don't know what that was in relation to, to be fair, but yeah. Accurate enough. Sorry, but I don't want another Torchwood series unless Captain Jack is there leading the team. That's where I'm at, and that's where it comes back around to it. It won't happen like that. They won't seemingly work with him anymore. I'm not too sure if you take suggestions, but there's this one awesome show called Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. And it has a lot of Ubisoft game characters in it. I think you'll like it. I'm not a huge Ubisoft guy, I'll tell you that right now. But I've never heard of it. I might look it up, but no promises. So Marcus, I wasn't expecting Jimmy Olsen to be introduced in this season, but I really liked that version. I did too. Man looks like he needed a metric fuck ton of sleep. But I can't talk. You know? I look like the Crypt Keeper all the damn time. I don't know if I'm ever going to get rid of these sandbags, man. It's smart that they have Peacemaker Season 2 in August, a month after Superman, so that they don't have to wait long for new DC stuff. I didn't know we actually had like a time frame for it yet. What's up, Dion? How are you? Hope your weekend's going well. Pedro looked damn fine at that Gladiator 2 premiere. I haven't seen any of the photos for it. I've been keeping up with that because I've got like zero interest in the in Gladiator 2 at this moment. With 5 awesome shows coming in 2025, Daredevil Born Again, Peacemaker, Andor, Last of Us, Stranger Things Season 5, which has you the most hyped? Daredevil. Stranger Things? It's tough. It's between those two. I don't know. I really don't know, man. Stranger Things, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. Superman Lois has a shot to be my favorite show of the year. Not best, but favorite. Agreed. I'll second that as well. Just think of how much better this show could have been if it had a bigger budget and it was on a different network. Because it's already fucking phenomenal. It's just like the potential for the show, I feel like, was never reached. And again, it just comes down to mismanagement, Warner Brothers, and CW. It sucks, man. But the fact that it's overcome so much of these hindrances is just a testament to how good the writing, the acting's been for the show. One of your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions are top tier. Thank you. I don't know why Apple isn't able to market its shows properly, with the exception of Ted Lasso. Severance is one of the best shows I've ever watched, yet very few people even know about it. Yeah, I didn't know about it at all until it won one of our polls, and it's fucking amazing, and I can't wait for the next season. Cannot wait. I thought Dr. Manhattan was the strongest character until I found out about Franklin Richards. I mean, they're like on par, like for their individual universes. Like, I don't think Franklin Richards is stronger than Dr. Manhattan, based on what I know at least. I'm honestly more hyped for What If Season 3, Squid Game Season 2 than Skeleton Crew. Oh yeah, no, Skeleton Crew is definitely, as far as what's remaining this year, is at the bottom of my hype list. But it's Star Wars, I'm still gonna give it a chance. Let's see, S.H.I.E.L.D. vids. Love your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions. It can't be easy having to F. What? Oh, go through 22 episodes. Yeah, it can be kind of rough, but it's fine. Like, it just means the journey is going to be a little long, you know? And I think it can be arduous for people that are impatient about my pace, and there are, because I get, still to this day, people be like, God, you got to do 2 a week. At least do the 2 episodes at the end together, or give us the finale and the premiere in the same week. And I was like, it's just not going to work like that, man. Not right now. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much, S.H.I.E.L.D. vids. Another amazing show this year was Sweet Pea with Ella Purnell. I saw like a trailer for that. That looked really fun. Well, fun. It looked good. It looked interesting. But I haven't checked it out. If it's not on the channel, I haven't checked it out. Except for the Joker 2. I still have yet to put up a video about the Joker 2, but I have seen it. Should I start watching Arcane? Because I'm currently watching the 100 right now. Anybody that has not watched Arcane, I think you're literally depriving yourself of peak television. I'll just say that. Yeah, no. But to be fair, if you haven't started, the final 2 episodes come out, or the final 3 episodes come out next week. So once next weekend's here, you can just binge the entire show, because the series finale's next week. Ever watched the 1990s Superman Lois show? I never watched it. I've seen a little bit, but I never like watched it. My friend was really into a lot of that stuff, but I didn't really. I wasn't a Superman guy as a kid. I was a little too edgy for that. It would be cool to get an X-Men game one day. I mean, there's the Wolverine game, but again, that's not the X-Men. But yeah, I'm right there with you on that one. That would be kind of cool. Hope Sweet Pea gets renewed. Gives off more psychotic and amateur Dexter vibes. Still never seen Dexter. 100 is a good show. What the characters go through is crazy. I don't really know much about the 100. Could they continue the Cobra Kai universe somehow? I think so. I even think there's talks about doing that. There's rumors of a Miyagi prequel series. Don't know if that's true or not, though. But I'm not gonna say anything. I feel like I'll miss Arcane more than other shows. They have done such a good job at making me invested in literally all main and side characters, and I unfortunately don't see a good ending in the cards. I think it's going to be an extremely bittersweet ending. I think that is the best we can ask for. I don't think it's going to be a whole happy, nice and neat. Oh, it's going to put a little bow on it. Everything's going to be okay. Let me hold your hand and see you out. Nah, I think it's going to be a hard-earned and like victory, whatever that looks like. And I don't think there won't be sacrifices along the way. But who knows, man? We just gotta see what happens. Can't wait for Brave New World and Thunderbolts. Dark Avengers? They're not quite Dark Avengers. But after these latest trailers, I am actually fairly excited for them. We're 100% getting a Superman trailer at CCXP That's the same week as Superman Lois ends. I hope they don't release it on the same day. I really hope they don't take away, because they did that last time too. Announced the Superman thing, taking all the energy, momentum, and hype away from Superman Lois at one point. They're not, James Gunn's not going to be there. That was confirmed here just today, or at least in the past day or so. But that doesn't mean they won't show anything, but who knows? Who knows? I just don't want them to release it the day of the finale. What do you think of the intro of Arcane Season 2 compared to the first season? I love it. I actually think it's very indicative and representative of the chaos that is going on in this episode, in this season. You know, I dig it. I love it. I think I even like it more than the first one, just aesthetically. No, I do like that they didn't change the song though. I'm just using ChatGPT to reboot Cobra Kai, but it's a new timeline. Oh, really? Nice. Spider-Man isn't in Doomsday, but we have Spider-Man 4 in 2026 regardless. It's true. What's up, Anatar? How are you doing, man? Disney Plus is taking my money for most of 2025 because Daredevil Born Again, Andor Season 2, and Wonder Man. See, Wonder Man's going to have to sell me on it a little bit more. Again, because it's Marvel, I'll check it out, but I can tell you I'm not, like, excited for it. I like Barrowman, but I'm not sure how much sympathy I have with him. He admitted and apologized for his quote-unquote tomfoolery during the reboot era of Doctor Who, but then he apparently did it again, at least a couple times whilst he was working on Arrow. Yes, I've heard these stories, and these stories have been said verbally out loud publicly about some stuff he's done. You know, so like, yeah, I'm kind of right here with you. I get it when he meant in his original apology, said it wasn't meant sexually. He's openly gay, and he usually did it in front of a few females. Obviously, it doesn't mean that they weren't uncomfortable for them, even if he didn't mean it sexually, but if he's then going to continue doing it, came onto Arrow, and you have to take accountability for what you do. So yeah, kind of conflicted on him at the moment, which sucks because he's such a good actor, especially as Captain Jack Harkness. Yes. Like, it's not just around the ladies, too, though. Like, he's... I don't remember if he admitted... I'm pretty sure he admitted it at one point or the other. Or someone did. Like, when they were doing, like, promotional photos for Arrow, like, in the group shots, where you can't see below the waist, maybe he's behind somebody, maybe he's whatever, like, he would expose things as a prank or jest. That's just interesting to me, to put it lightly. And again, I can't remember where. I know someone said that in an interview, and I don't know if it was him or one of the other cast members. I saw that a long time ago too. Just want another Flash series in the DCU or a film trilogy. I do hope we get a new Flash project, though. In general, however that looks. Kind of want to see Grant Gustin as the Flash again, but I know he's done with that character. I mean, he would come back. He's not done. Like, he said he'd be happy to return in some way, shape, or form if the opportunity arose, so, but I just don't know that will happen. Has anyone told you look like Clark Kent with those glasses? You would be the first. I've never got that in my life. What's up, Already? Looking forward to season 4 of Agents of Shield as you almost finished season 3. I'll be watching the finale tomorrow, I think is the plan. Matt, we won't be getting 7 seasons Superman Lois. Me too, man. Me too. Instead of Johnny opening Cobra Kai, this version of Cobra Kai's new character, Melissa Kim, opens Cobra Kai, and Johnny has his own dojo called Eagle Fang, and Miyagi-Do is the best dojo in this universe. Nice. I'm on season 3 right now. Fun. The original Daredevil reboot plan had me worried with Karen and Foggy being dead. 18 25-minute episodes. Daredevil doesn't suit up until the 9th or 10th. That I was like, hey, I'll trust him. I'll see how it goes, but I don't like what I'm hearing, and I'm glad they pivoted hard away from all of that. Can't watch Superman and Lois season 4 either, not yet anyways. I will get it eventually. It's so good. It's just, again, so much untapped potential, man. Pretty hyped to see what Gunn does with Superman. Are there any DCU properties you are excited to see join the DC universe? I don't know, man. I gotta see it all before I'm really, like, hyped. I'm not hyped for the DCU yet. Like, I'm trying to be optimistic because James Gunn has very rarely let me down. So, like, as far as, like, new projects to the DCU, I don't know. The Swamp Thing one sounds really cool. I mean, Swamp Thing just in general is really cool. That's probably the closest, I'd say, right now, beyond... But I was going to say beyond Superman, but that's also not new. It's already planned. So, I don't know if that technically counts. If they do a Teen Titans, that'd be kind of cool to see what they can do with that, since we're establishing with Damian as the present-day Robin. Zatanna still needs her fucking movie. I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta wait and see how everything goes on. I can relate to not getting sleep. I was in class yesterday, and I slept a lot in class. Good God. Hope you didn't get in trouble. Love the show Foundation. I haven't seen it. Heard good things about it, though. The show Sweet Pea is apparently based off a book. Ellis said recently that her first series is essentially a prequel to the show, how her character becomes the one from the book. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that about the show. But there's a couple of licensed songs in Hell of a Boss, like playing Ballroom Blitz in True Seeker's fight scene. I mean, that would work, but it's not necessary. It's a nice little play. I like where your head's at, but I don't need it. It would be cool. Kind of going to be feeling bad for Johnny when Silver burns down Eagle Fang in Season 4, Episode 10 for the ChatGPT version of Cobra Kai. I don't think they're continuing Sweet Pea. It was treated like a mini-series. Really? Okay. I mean, who knows? If anything does well enough, you never know. Music. Yes, indeed. I don't think they'll release Superman trailer the same day as the finale, but 3 days after the finale in the same week. Hopefully. I hope it just doesn't line up like that, man. I heard Wonder Man will be breaking the fourth wall a lot. I don't think he's a character that does that, so that, I don't know. I don't know. Fuck if I know. I don't know jack shit about that character. I got Arcane songs on repeat. It's so good. Dude, when we got Heavy as the Crown at the end of episode 1, that got me so fucking pumped. The new Linkin Park album is so good. The song in episode 2, season 2, called Sucker at the beginning, has been on repeat. So good. Yeah, I'm going to get the soundtrack whenever it releases for this season. I think Superman trailer will drop December 5th. It's 2 days after Superman Lois ends, the first day of CCXP Brazil, and same day as Creature Commando premieres. I can totally see them debuting the first 2 episodes of Creature Commandos at DC Studios panel, then ending it with the world premiere of the Superman trailer. We'll see. I know you said Stargate SG-1 is on the Patreon poll. Has it ever come close to winning? I don't think so. Also, will you be doing Squid Game Season 2 for the channel? Yes. Squid Game Season 2 is a guarantee. 100%. Episode 5 score, such a tearjerker, reminds me of Interstellar's score when the Coopers reunite and Murphy mentions the promise. Yeah, I could see the similarities there. A Plastic Man animated series would be cool in the DCU. Maybe. It could be cool. I don't know. It wouldn't be something I myself would ask for, but who knows, man. You ever get annoyed when something gets over talked about or overly hyped? I used to. Nowadays, more or less, I get more annoyed when people keep pressing me to watch something. That's what annoys me more. People talking about it itself doesn't bother me that much. But it's when people are trying to like nudge me into watching, which is also, you know, counter to the fact that I do that all the time. You know, I was pressuring people earlier to watch Arcane, and God knows this channel almost almost is one of the secondary missions of this channel's existence is to pressure literally anybody and everybody I can into watching the X-Files. But, you know, that's more or less it. Like it's like I talked about before, like with Stranger Things, it wasn't really because it didn't interest me at the time, or even that it was overhyped. It honestly wasn't one of those situations. I just didn't get around to it. I didn't have that motivation. But like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, those were 3 shows that I was just, you know, people were just like, dude, you gotta watch this, dude, you gotta watch this, dude, you gotta watch this, this show's so good. People were just talking about it, and they were kind of like, dude, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? And I'm like, fuck you. No, to the point I didn't want to. And I didn't start any of them until, you know, I didn't start Walking Dead. I think it was live premiering season 3. The first 2 seasons were on Netflix, and I was just sitting in my room one day, and I was like, you know what? I'll check it out. Same thing with Arrow, actually. Actually, there was no pressuring for Arrow. I just didn't watch it for the first season because I was still like, it's not the Smallville actor. So then, but like Breaking Bad, same situation as Walking Dead. I was like, you know what? Let's check it. And then fucking hooked. And the only reason I watched Game of Thrones, it was season 3 had just, season 4 was around the corner. The first 3 seasons were online already, so you could stream everything, so I could watch it all like that. I didn't watch any of it. Like, my friends were bugging me to watch the show, and the thing that motivated me to watch it finally was the fact that South Park was going a 3-part parody of Game of Thrones based on the console wars. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm not gonna understand this I'm not gonna understand this special. I'm not gonna get the jokes. So I binged all of Game of Thrones just so I could understand 3 22-minute episodes of South Park. And I didn't look back. Anyway. Arcane feels like it was going to be a season longer, in my opinion. I love what we are getting, but I feel like Vi, after the end of Act 1, should have had more of a montage dedicated to it. I'm not sure, man. I personally, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the show's expensive. This might just be all they could have done. I don't know. But who knows? Maybe it'll come out one of these days, but I don't know. I trust them to do what they feel like they needed to do. And I don't feel like we've been shortchanged on anything. No, you could make the same argument for season 1, that there was a lot of stuff that we missed in the gaps between episodes or the gaps between acts. But yeah. Wasn't the guy who played Foggy in Daredevil originally not even asked to come back for the reboot show? Glad they didn't then and ask him to come back just to kill him off. Well, they were going to start the show dead. Like, that's probably why he was never asked originally, because they were going to start the show with him and Karen already dead. So that lines up. Tyler and Elizabeth are both my absolute favorite versions of Clark, Superman, and Lois Lane. I don't know if it's possible for anyone to top them. Yeah. I have to second that right now. I'll be impressed if somebody outshines either one of them in the future. Really hope we get Zatanna. Me too. I want to see a Doom Patrol, a new Doom Patrol. I would like that too, actually, now that you're thinking with your head, Christian. I'm right there with you on that. I'd like to see a DCU take on the Doom Patrol, because I liked what we got with the show. Like, while it played around with like a lot of the elements from the comics, there was a lot that obviously they were limited to in what they were doing. So I'd like to see them like with the DCU backing them. Same with Kate and the Enforcers. I understand why it's 2 seasons, but with how much Pit Fighter Vi was promoted, I feel like we should have been fleshed out more. Let's see. Wasn't the guy... Nope, I already read that one. Spider-Man 4 is A Way Back Home. or a way back home, a proposed title. I've heard they are ditching the home thing altogether. So home probably won't be in the title. That sucker song needs to play when Batman puts Oz in jail. How are your kitties? All good? Are all good. The remaining kittens and their mother are finally going to get this first round of shots. I got a vet appointment with them Monday morning. Everybody else is, gearing up. I got a appointment checkup for renewal and vaccinations and everything with Mimi next week. And then she's finally getting groomed because she doesn't groom herself well at all. And she's still so sheddy and like matted because she's long hair, but she doesn't really manicure herself all that much. So got to get her cleaned up. Because for the longest time, there's been no cat groomers around here, but we finally have one in the area, so we set up an appointment with them. Recently came across your channel, been marathoning your reactions to Ted Lasso, Umbrella Academy, Hill House, Bly Manor, been loving it. Thanks for the entertainment and sharing your thoughts. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you found the channel, and I'm glad you've enjoyed it, and thank you for stopping in here. We try to do this every Saturday. Try being the operative word. Yeah, hope you make it through the rest of the Mike Flanagan shows, because they are just consistently fun. I'm still saddened by the Midnight Club thing, but keep on diving. We got plenty of stuff to dig into. And you might get sick of me crying and blubbering with the Ted Lasso thing, if you haven't already finished it all. I feel like the more fourth wall breaking characters we get takes away the less the uniqueness of Deadpool. Yeah, the only ones I'm aware of in the Marvel Universe is She-Hulk. That is a prime component of the character, is the fourth wall breaking, and Deadpool. I'm not aware of anybody else. I'm glad to see all the anger and stuff that Emily got when she joined LP seems to have pretty much completely stopped. I haven't seen any more of it since then, after her post about everything that was going on, or the accusations, more or less. I want a Plastic Man animated show set in the same universe as Harley Quinn and Kite Man shows. I feel like that character would fit in so well with that raunchy universe. I could see that. I could see that working pretty well. With 2 trailers out for Captain 4 and Thunderbolts, and a FF trailer should release within the next 3 months. We'll see. I want to believe. Hey man, it's on the fucking wall. It's on the fucking wall. I also finally got the new Mulder and Scully Funkos they released a few weeks ago. October? I think they released in October. Finally got them. Had to rearrange most of this. I have like a pile of Funkos now in my closet that I just simply don't have room for out here. So I've been like, okay, who's getting vetoed off of the shelves? Anyone else crying in the club after the last Arcane drop? I just imagine somebody just like in the middle of a dance floor. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Still remember that comic where Plastic Man pretends to be Wonder Woman's costume, and then she goes full dominatrix on him. That was wild. That sounds vaguely familiar. I don't know if I actually remember that or not. It sounds like something I remember hearing about. I'm doing a school film analysis on Captain America: The Winter Soldier currently. Hell yeah. I've got to get it going now. See you next week, Omni. Take it easy, Radical. Thanks for stopping in. I have a theory about what happened to the Scarlet Witch. I think she was taken by Doctor Doom to his universe. Maybe. Who knows? The wall thing from Wundagore Mountain was in the den in Deadpool and Wolverine. So maybe. Season 1 for the ChatGPT is the same, but with the last few episodes, Cobra Kai winning the tournaments. Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang is in the tournament. Go dip out. Have a good week, Omni. Before Arcane makes it 100 times better or worse. You know, it is really a toss-up, isn't it? I need Rockstar to have other DC superhero games. I love Batman, but he's not the only character. I want a Teen Titans or a Flash game. Flash game, again, I've talked about this before. Feasibly, I don't know how you do it without making it impossible to play to capture the speed, or slowing down the world, taking away the hype of the speed. I don't know how that would work. I want it to, but I feasibly do not know how you could manage it. My overtalks this overhype question. I also did that with Game of Thrones, but I feel that way with Daredevil. I'm sorry. Fix it. Sorry. There I go doing it. It's just so good. It's just so fucking good. Charlie Cox, one, he's just a sweet dude. Meeting him was fantastic. Both him and John Bernthal. And Deborah Ann Woll. She was also a delight. Also, huge D&D nerd. He probably gives my favorite Marvel performance out of everybody. Like like Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock is probably my favorite, just actor to character performance out of anything live action in Marvel we've ever got. And he's still not my favorite character. You know, Spider-Man's still my favorite Marvel superhero, but you know, that, like, if we're talking exclusively live action stuff, his Daredevil's probably my favorite hero in the current Marvel pantheon. Season 2 is a little different, and episode 10 is a little different. Would you love to see you do a video on the Wild Robot? Well, I mentioned that earlier in this stream and before. Just you know, I'll be watching that. I'll probably have a reaction up for that by the last Friday of the month is the plan right now. I've seen it 3 times, become one of my favorite animated films ever. Have you ever attended the When We Were Young festival in Vegas? No. My partner Lucy is going next year, and I'm very jealous. A friend of mine just went to the recent one, and I saw them posting a bunch of stuff from it, and like the lineup there seemed pretty crazy. But no, the only time I've been to Vegas was when I went to Level Up Expo, and that's all I did while I was there. But I'm going back in April for the 2025 Level Up, so hopefully I'll have more time to do a little bit more this time around. The only way I'd be fine with the original Daredevil reboot plan was if Foggy and Karen was snapped away and returned by episode 9. That's a way around it. To finds a reason to suit up again. Yeah, trying to probably putting it off, trying to do what he can as Matt until he's pushed. Probably has hung up the suit in depression or whatever. There's a way to make it interesting. And I think part of the reason they also opted away from that too is after the fan reaction to that news leaking out. You know, I can also see a version of it where that could have been amazing. But we know, as we know, with the internet and with this binge fucking mentality, people are fucking impatient. If he wasn't kicking somebody's ass in the first episode, there'd be a riot. Like, people's attention spans anymore is so unbearably short. Emery's, you're onto something there. When reactors or podcasters say what they're most hyped for next year, I already guessed what it is. It's freaking Daredevil. I mean, I don't... Like, is everybody saying it? Because I know, for me, like, it's one of my favorite things that's coming out next year. I don't know if I'm more hyped for that or if I'm more hyped for Stranger Things. They're pretty much equal on the pedestal there. Except Stranger Things is coming to an end. We're going to get more Daredevil even after this next season. You know, they're already confirmed season 2 is in the works for Daredevil. So, I don't know, man. It's just like, for me, it's just like, it's a show we thought was dead. That was never going to matter again, and they're finally fucking continuing it, you know? So that's one of the main reasons I'm super ecstatic for it. But yeah. I don't know, man. There's probably a bunch of shit coming out next year I'm not even thinking of, too. You know? Doesn't Wanda marry Doctor Doom in the comics? I don't know. I don't remember. Deadpool and Wolverine, watched it again when it came out on Disney Plus on Tuesday. So freaking good. It is fantastic. Howard the Duck, I want to see him break the fourth wall. Howard, Deadpool, She-Hulk, and Marvel Special breaking the fourth walls. Glorious. Just them talking to us for 45 minutes would be kind of funny. show your new Funkos if you can. It's not, I can't really unpack them from them because with the protectors on, they're pretty crammed in to their spots. I do have pictures online for it, so you can go track those down. But I don't feel like fiddling with my shelves at the moment. Hopefully get a Felicia Hardy in Spider-Man 4 or Betty. Either one would be super cool. The way Pike went bald should make a great meme for SpongeBob screaming bald, just saying. By the way, love that you put Florence as Yelena in the thumbnail for both Thunderbolts trailers. I mean, like we're talking, let's be honest, man. Out of the entire cast, she's the one people probably look up to, like search the most, you know? Like I just feel like she's the attention grabber there. Like to me, she feels like she's the star of that movie if there had to be one. Never tired of blubbering at Ted Lasso. Checked you out cause you were in a compilation of reactions to the Roy and Jamie season 2 hug. One of my favorite shows ever. Aw, that moment, man, is so good. God. Also, just pointing out, I don't hate Daredevil, by the way. And Charlie Cox is an amazing DD. Yeah, man. Also, speaking of Charlie Cox, check out Stardust. That movie was fucking wild. Did you watch all 3 episodes of Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings, the short series? You said you saw the first episode. I did watch the subsequent episodes, yes. I have indeed. I think the DD Punisher scenes on the rooftop of the graveyard are some of the best in the history of comic book superhero films or shows. Yes. Yes to both of those. 100%. What's up, Alex? Hello, your videos are enjoyable. I'm actually watching your Severance playlist. Hell yes, another Severance person. Let's go. Did you cry during Wild Robot? Because I did. I haven't watched it yet. I still need to record that one. I'm just hoping to have it out before the end. I haven't actually watched it yet. Nimona I've watched, and yes, I did cry in that. Kind of just swapping around the HD version. Since Wonder Man is coming, I wonder if we'll get Simon and Wanda will meet, knowing what is in the comics. Next year, Last of Us Season 2, Andor Season 2, Invincible Season 3. Oh, forgot about Invincible Season 3, and much, much more. Invincible Season 3 is in the first quarter. I forget the date. Is it also February? That sounds familiar. Barry's finally awake. Gutted that Stargate SG-1 has never got close to winning a poll. Would love to see you do a reaction to the series, especially as it's long running as well. Well, sad thing is, the Severance Bear poll is for more concise shows. SG-1 likely won't be included in that poll because I want one that at least cycles. It just sucks that I can't do more. I mean, I'm just one guy. And the channel's not thriving enough to the point where I can just pay to have more things edited. I wish it was, but it's just the reality, of the situation. But, like, I don't want... I mean, I already have, like, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's like a 3-year commitment to go through it, like going weekly and stuff like that. Having 2 slots taken up by something that's going to take multiple years just feels icky to me. Like, I want something that's going to cycle out. And a lot of shows are just shorter in general now. So, like, with other shows, it's easier to do that. Like, where we did Dark, Severance, Ted Lasso, The Bear. Like, they're easy to cycle out. I've done those 4 shows when we're almost done with 3 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, stuff like Supernatural, Stargate, Battlestar, Galactica, like Lucifer, stuff like that are likely are not going to be in the running for the next poll, unfortunately. I mean, it's just the reality of the situation. There's not really anything I can do to get around that right now, at least. Love Your Lights, represented by and Jinx. That's what I was going for. Though I do like the I like this combination in general because it's very, like, what do you want to call it? Lo-fi kind of, there's a word for it. Like 80s synthwave. Because until I started looping this track for You'll Be Okay, I would just kind of play random synthwave lo-fi music, which would kind of fit that vibe. Bucky! What's up, Emilio? Been watching you since 2019, and now I'm finishing college. Congratulations! Hell yeah, man! Hope you, what was your degree? So excited about Andor Season 2. Can't wait to see Krennic again. I have a strange obsession with him. A strange obsession with him. Interesting. Yeah, Sebastian Stan even said Flo is the standout in the movie at Comic-Con. Bucky looking so good. His hair in the wind on the motorcycle with Chef's Kiss. I do kind of feel a little iffy about us going backwards with his character design and his also characterization. But I feel like that is intentional, so we'll see what happens. February, thank you. Ronan coming in clutch with that one. Bucky always looks good. Bucky does always look good. Since you reacted to Gerald's game, have people convinced you to put its sister film, Dolores Claiborne, on the polls? It's quite a wonderful film. It was mentioned a lot in the comments of that reaction, but I don't know that I've seen it actually put in the suggestion box for the movie poll. Sometimes I'll drop my own in there every now and then, but that might have to be the case. But nobody's actually put it into the poll. Omni, that Tyson fight. I haven't watched the fight, but I did see that he didn't win the fight, so it is what it is. It sucks, man. I was hoping he was going to lay him out. Is Merlin on your poll list, which I've been rewatching, and it's so freaking good. Haven't watched it in ages. It is. It is on there. It is on the long poll list. After Sonic, Paramount should do Jak and Daxter. I was never a Jak and Daxter guy. Never really got into those games. Never really gave them much of a chance, though. Get through the shorter shows, then move on to the longer shows. That being said, there are always new shows starting all the time. Never mind, just stick with short shows. You know, with the new shows and stuff like that, you know, like, some, it's just like if the hype is there, like Squid Game. Like, that wasn't on my radar until it was blowing up. And then I was like, okay, I guess I have to check this thing out. And I'm glad I did. Other than that, there's a lot of things that I'm just predispositioned to be interested in. And those are the ones I will pick up, you know. So like I said, there's always new shows coming up. When it's going back through like a backlog, it's just harder. There's just so many shows and not enough time to really get through everything, you know. Computer science with a minor in opera. What a combo. That is an interesting combo. Which, funny, you could be cheeky and be like, opera, huh, like the browser. I mean, that's a dumb joke, but still, like, you could go that way. But opera, that is an interesting little combo. When I was dueling with fine art and voice for a time. That was bad. Fuck you. Don't judge my jokes. But I ended up just focusing purely on the fine art aspect of it because it was just splitting my focus, wasn't getting me too far with the way I was managing college at the time. So I ended up dropping my my vocal minor. Tickle that like button, everyone. Show some love. Tickle it hard. Tickle it good. Give it a good old spanking. What's up, Colin? Met you forever ago, level up, dressed as a shy guy. I remember. What's up, man? Want to say hi, and that I can't wait to see more of your reactions to Cobra Kai. Well, thank you. Dude, it is a wild, wild section. I cannot wait for people to engage in the conversation, especially after episode 10. Good fucking God. Woo! But yeah, man, it's nice seeing you. If you end up going back for 2025, I'll be back again. I had so much fun. I am going back. That was bad. Fuck you. So Michael, coming in here, tail end of the stream. It's one of the rare times I've been kind of like not that far off from the chat, and we're almost caught up. What's up, Cosmic? It missed my previous comment. I hope you and the cats and kittens are well, as the other half are. Any advice for a Brit going to America? As Nick stated, I'm off to Vegas next year. I mean, honestly, not really. I mean, if you're just gonna be in Vegas, I mean, you're not gonna have to worry about public transportation because that's almost non-existent where I live. I mean, we do have like a bus, but it is a nightmare trying to navigate figuring that out because we're like not quite rural, but not really suburban either. It's a weird in between where I live. We don't have jack all where I'm at. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. You're going to be, in Vegas, you're going to have a lot of opportunity, a lot of access to a lot of different shit. Transportation's not going to be much of an issue because if you can't hop on the monorail to get where you need to go, depending on if your hotel is on that track, there's Ubers out the ass, taxis out the ass, or some of the places you can just walk to. Not a lot, but again, depending on where you're at. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know what really feasibly is different, like just between just visiting or whatever. Yeah, I honestly can't think of anything. Any other Americans? Chime in. Feel free. I got nothing. I don't travel much, so I'm not really sure too much of what is needed. I think in all essence, other than being on a different side of the road, a lot of it's the same. To my knowledge. Obviously, we have different words for certain things, but for the most part, I think a lot of it's the same. Cool Merlin isn't too bad. 5 seasons, 13 episodes each, which isn't too bad. I have the hots for Morgana, the original witch. QQ. I thought it was longer than that. I thought they did the 22 episode thing as well. How excited for you to start season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a huge step up after the already amazing first 3 seasons. Really? A lot of people are really excited for season 4. So I'm real fucking excited and hyped up to finally get to the last thing I know about the show, and that is fucking Ghost Rider's coming. So got that to look forward to. But we have reached the end of the chat, and first time in a minute, I might actually be able to log off on time today. I got I got Cobra Kai to edit, I got Arcane to edit, so I'm not going to lament that too much. But at least I've not last week was fun. Don't get me wrong. I was so sleep deprived, but I think it was entertaining for everybody watching me be fucking tired off my ass to the point I was just loopy. But today we've been pretty solid. Can't wait for your reaction to season 4 of Shields. Looking forward to seeing Gabriel Luna in action. Me too, man. I cannot wait. Have you ever watched the British show called Misfits? No, the only British shows I've seen is Doctor Who, Sherlock, and one season of fuck, what was it called? It's about these fucking disgruntled ass fucked up children, teenagers. It had Kaya Scodelario in it. Why am I blanking on the name? Why am I... Skins. That was it. Skins. I've seen one season of Skins. I don't remember which season it is, though. But it's where Effie is like the main character for this season. So I don't know which one that is. Where are you at? 26 episodes. What seasons? I guess that's like most of them. I've seen the first... Okay, never mind. I've seen the first, I think, 3 seasons. Based on what I'm looking at here. I don't know. Maybe it was just season 3? I can't remember. It may have just been season 3. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at this. None of this is ringing a bell to me. But there's one season I watched of that show. Maybe it was more than that. But it just all blended together at the time. Who knows? But I've seen some skins. That's about it. Wait, am I reacting to S.H.I.E.L.D.? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not S.H.I.E.L.D. Or The S.H.I.E.L.D. That's a wholly other show, right? So, Misfits is 5 seasons, only 6 episodes per. I think you'd love it. Who knows, man? Who knows? Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Do what you need to, you know, ease your minds, your tensions after the traumatizing new act of Arcane. And, yeah. Y'all, have fun. And have I seen the stills of the live action How to Train Your Dragon? I have. It looks good, but it's like, it looks exactly like the animation. What is the point of this? Other than to see that they could. Anyway. Guys, whoop. Hold up, we actually got a super chat right here at the tail end. I'll acknowledge a paying customer. Q Daddy. I love your picture. That's from the loser t-shirt. I actually have that shirt. It's in my closet at the moment. Would I be willing to react to Beastars? I mean, I don't know. The animation looks really clean, but I'm not 100% sure that's up my alley or not. But hey, if it won a poll, it wins a poll. But right now, just off of just my own interest, it's not something I'm actively thinking about at the moment, but I never say never to anything like that. I've heard good things about it. Animation looks pretty sick and clean, but outside of that, not sure. Maybe, potentially, who knows? Anyway, guys, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you next week. Have fun, everybody, and wait as I awkwardly find my window in order to end this stream. As I try to... Where is it? Found it. Take it easy, everybody.